This is Nick Baisley from FilmSnobbery.com. I'm here at the last day of the FirstGlance Film Festival here at Raleigh Studios in Hollywood, and I'm here with
Patrick.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
What film are you guys here with?
Okay, I wrote and directed a film called UNLACED. And Kathi?
I was producer on it. Wife.
You guys are gonna have to explain to me. First of all, I love husband and wife teams. This is great, but you have to explain to the people out there who don't know, what does a producer do? It's such an innocuous term.
That's a really good question, actually. I didn't do so much line producing with budgeting and keeping within that sort of limits. I was more, I would say, on the creative side of things. Patrick is such a good ideas person, and he comes up with all these original ideas and writes the script. I help him refine the story and make it better, and then I just make sure that I'm there to give him the assistance that he needs, because he's behind the camera working his butt off, and I just need to make sure that I help him stay true to the characters and the story, and he does all the rest, really.
Totally sounds like she kicks you in the ass.
I have to add something. Yeah, actually, I mean, in my case, the producer makes things better. It's very simple. Very, very straightforward, actually. Yeah.
What's it like working with your wife, or working with someone that closely, and then having to bring that work home with you?
Yeah, I mean, the movie itself was very, very intense and personal already. Having people that you were working with you really care about, especially Kathi, was fantastic. But I mean, there's always a certain inherent conflict and friction, and I think that when you're working with your wife or your husband, and I think that's actually a good thing. It can make things better, and I think that most people on set after the first couple days realize that the dynamics are perhaps not the typical producer-director dynamics.
Sure, right. Tell us a little bit about what the movie's about.
Okay, Unlaced is the story about a guy whose life has come completely undone, and his redemption, his journey towards redemption, and getting over something really, really terrible.
Actually, though, I think more importantly, it's a great story, but I think more importantly, it kind of touches on a subject that's very sort of taboo, and that is domestic violence with women against men. So it's a very personal journey. The female character is dealing with a lot of, I think, emotional and some psychiatric issues as well, and the male character is really about just trying to figure out his way and navigate his way through this abusive relationship, and in the end he gets out, and I think that's what's most important is the redemption at the end.
Right. And a lot of people don't really realize this, but between 15 and 40% of the people that are seen in hospitals or whatever who have reported that they've been physically sexually abused are actually men. You don't think about it. I mean, 99% of the time you think it's a woman being battered, and in most cases that is true.
I'd say that's what probably the news tells you.
Right,
Yes.
right. But it is also true that it can go both ways, and especially when you get weapons, knives, and stuff like that involved, it can be pretty scary for anybody, actually.
How do you with a subject that is typically female driven? I mean, it's that whole Lifetime movie of the week type of situation. How do you create a sympathetic male character that an audience can get behind?
For us, I would have to say, I think we knew exactly what we wanted when we put out that first casting notice, but we were lucky enough to find several amazing actors that really brought the story to life, including Barnaby our lead, Barnaby Carpenter. His eyes, his ability to really get into the character was absolutely key. And of course, we did things on set to get
He's
in
got
the
the
right mood.
sympathetic eyes.
Yeah.
There's something about the look that we were going for was someone who we could kind of see deep into his eyes and deep into his soul, and we could see that there was a good man with a good heart at the core of the character.
Basically, a douchebag couldn't play this.
No.
So,
Yeah, and did you have to feel that you had to pair him up with someone that looked like that they could abuse him ostensibly, and get away with it almost?
It was interesting. It wasn't just about physical stature, because when I went in, Kathi was smarter than me, but when I went in, I thought we need a very large woman who's muscular, who can throw her weight around. No, it all came down to the personality of the actor. And in fact, while we were shooting, a lot of the very, very upsetting scenes of her, attacking him and so forth, man, she was up on boxes and all sorts of stuff. She's really only about this tall. And
Her physicality is not that of what you would normally only associate with someone who might have that sort of brute force strength. It was more about the conflict and the rage that kind of came from within, and the ability that because she was so conflicted that it kind of boiled over into this I don't want to say necessarily hatred, but going to this place where her actions and behaviors couldn't be controlled anymore. She snapped, she lost it. And in the moment, our actress Ashley was really, really good. She conveyed that emotion and was able to kind of just boldly go there.
Where no woman had gone before.
Pretty much, yeah. At
Someone went to Hamilton and
film.
Terminator.
Yes, exactly. Now, if we're here at the FirstGlance Film Festival. What prompted you guys to submit to this festival? There's thousands of festivals out there. Tell me about your decision to be here.
Sure. Well, I mean, first of all, we love the venue. It's outstanding, and the projection quality and everything sounds wonderful. They've really worked hard on that. I honestly am lucky enough that I ran into Bill many years ago, and we were doing our web series Couch Cases at the time, and of course that wasn't applicable. It was a comedy, wasn't applicable to the film festival because it's a web series and all that. At the time, that's not what they were looking for. But I remembered Bill, and we were going through Without a Box, and said, "Oh, I remember this. This is great." And we read some really good things about it, and Bill's a great guy, and wow, he pulled it off.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great festival. I'm really, really happy with the quality of the pictures that we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the category that we were in today, so many amazing shorts, just creative and fun and a little bit dark. The drama was a little dark today, I have to say. I'm usually more of a comedy person, but it was really, really great.
You get finished in there with the darkness, you come out into the light.
Yeah.
Sunny California, it's a beautiful thing. I've been here a year now, love it. So I wanna thank you guys though for being here with us, and hopefully we see you again at future film festivals.
Fantastic.
Great.
Fantastic.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.